Hi, welcome to this abridged version of my review of Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, the biopic. This is the version where I try to see if I can summarize my thoughts in the full-length review in 5 minutes and under. Funmilayo Ransome Kuti is a biopic currently streaming on Prime. It's written by Tunde Babalola and directed and produced by Bolanle Austen-Peters. Let's get straight to the synopsis, which says Funmilayo Ransome Kuti explores the life of Fela Kuti's mother, a trailblazing women's rights activist in Nigeria. The film traces her journey from being the first girl to attend Abeokuta Grammar School to studying in London and returning to Nigeria as an educator and organizer. The film highlights her activism and her role as a wife and mother, showcasing her profound impact on history. Let's get straight to what works. Number one, really great production design in this movie. Almost all the technical aspects, just it all checks out. The sound design is great, the score and the soundtrack. Art direction is really good here, especially the costume, but also the locations and the sets. Really competent cinematography here. I should try not to clap. The directing is also really good. Staging, framing, all of that. The shots, nice. Good job here, guys. The storytelling is well done. I like the structure and the plot for the most part. The premise, the choice of plot events, aspects of FRK's life to focus on. I like those choices as well. The plot is tightly woven and the pace is really brisk, and so this movie comes to exactly 90 minutes when it has a right to be longer if it wanted to be. I love how steeped in tradition this movie is. The language here is a mix of English but predominantly Yoruba, and the delivery by the actors is very natural. The stakes in this movie are very clearly defined. This movie has a lot of emotional ebbs and flows. I like both the subtle and overt tackling of colonialism here head on. Finally, this movie deals with topics that are still very relevant today. Please take a moment to like this video and let us proceed straight to not what does not work in this case. Because it's a biopic, I'd like to rephrase that to what I would have liked to see instead. So let me just say that I don't really like the centering of Fela in this movie right from the synopsis without actually connecting that relationship to the events of the plot here. The movie, for instance, begins with an attack on FRK at Kalakuta, but till the end of the movie that's not really explained, so it relies on a prior knowledge of these events to make sense for you in the movie. I wish also that the political and economic stakes of this revolt had been highlighted more, because at this time Britain's economy was crippled, in shambles. That's post World War II, and it relied very heavily on their colonies, of which Nigeria was one at exactly this time in history. So the stakes of this for FRK and for all these protesters and the women were far higher than the movie portrays. In conclusion, I'd like to say that this is a very well made movie with huge stakes, lots of heart, and just a really important film. I'm glad that this movie exists. I recommend this movie for whom? For everybody. All right, guys, that's it for Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. Thank you for watching. Please don't leave without subscribing, like, share, and also there's a detailed version of this review that I'll pin in the description below. Every time you sit down to watch a movie, at the sound of my voice, what do I say? You have the right to an incredible viewing experience, so never settle. Thank you. All right.